Alright guys, so in today's video we're going to be making Fruit Ninja in Scratch. And right now what you're seeing is a snippet of what we're going to be accomplishing. Right here is a snippet of what we're going to be accomplishing in today's video. Alright, let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to add the fruit. So delete these. So choose a costume. So let's start with an apple. Right here. So just wait for it to load. Bro. Alright, here we have our apple. Right now, just duplicate this apple. Take this eraser thing. What we're about to do is we're about to slice this apple in half. So we have three costumes of this apple. One as a whole like this, one with the top half and one with the lower half. This is going to be really important for when we're slicing fruit. It's going to divide into these two costumes, one with top half, one with bottom half. So because of the curvature of the apple, we have to kind of do this. You know what I'm saying? Like this. Alright, now ungroup this whole thing using selection box. Select everything in the top half region right here. So copy that, duplicate this, delete this, and paste it. Now do the same thing, select everything in the top half and delete. Now you have the bottom half of the apple. So change this like 6. I think that'll work. Now use your line tool and just highlight this area right here. Change this to 6. Like this. Yeah, it looks a lot better. Alright, now you're gonna have to make it go along with the curvature of the apple like this. So move this, I don't know, use this tool right here, I don't know what it's called. Just drag it up. You should have a slight curvature, but still not enough. You have to curve it even more, like this. I think we need a little bit more width on that. Yeah, should be good. If you see any of these like things poking out here, you can use your eraser to erase it off, so it's more appealing. Take your line tool, and when the circle pops up, click it. If you have that issue, change it to 6. Alright. Now, when you see a circle pop up, just drag. Alright, match it to the width of the line. Change this to 10. Alright. Click this. Now just drag it over until you reach this other circle on the other end. Now drag the middle and move it to right here, to where the red. Yeah. Alright, now just adjust it to your liking, and it looks pretty good, right? But these corners, you see this fold right here, delete that, and it should fix it. Delete this on the other end too. Now fill it in with black. Final step is to fill in whatever there is here. Alright, now last step of making the bottom half is to fill in whatever it is color you want this to be. So let's change it out for like maybe I don't know, maybe that color. So remove all outlines, highlight with the circle over everything. Now send to back layer. This will make it fit more. Make it a darker color, like this. Like this is gonna be for the seeds inside. So just, do this maybe, and then do this. Do what you want for the inside. Alright, now for the top half. Select this one. This one's pretty easy. All you have to do is just go right here, and then take the middle, adjust it. Alright, and you're good to go. You have your 2 pieces all set and ready. Now you have to work on the other fruit. So like watermelon. Oh, what the, bro? Alright. Oh my god. Alright, we have our watermelon. Now you just do the same thing, but make sure wherever you're slicing, if you're slicing right here along this path, change it up. Just hold shift and change it to however you like, but make sure that the slice pattern is horizontal. That's very important. I'm gonna fast forward to when I have all of this done. Alright, so as you can see here, I added a bit of extra fruit. Some fruit that are not even in the Scratch library, but you can just modify it any way you want. So as you can see, we have green apple. You can make that pretty easily. Kiwi. Now that we have this, let's start working on the dojo or the background. So for this, you can do anything you want. Maybe like a brown color, a highlight over everything. Snap it to the middle if you want, and just make some lines. Just make some dark lines. Hold shift if you want to do like straight down like this. Right? Did I get it? Pick this color right here, bro. Alright, so once you have the color, it's like draw like little like streaks to indicate like sword slashes, like misses, makes it more alive. Yeah. Alright, this is your dojo. Alright, anyway, it's time to get to the coding part. Green flag clicked, you want the fruit to move to below the screen. Go to minus, let's say we do that. Test it out. A small portion of it will be right at the bottom of the screen, like this. You do not want that. Make it go back to 0, 0. Now a way you can do this is by creating a new costume, zooming out all the way, creating a box around everything. This whole area, like around right here, just create a box of everything, so everything's red. Now you can even increase the size from there if you want for better performance. Now you have that in place, you can name this Move Fixer and drag it to the top. Alright, now that you have it at the top, just keep it different now. Create a new block, make it go to X colon X Y colon Y. You can name it better if you want. Make sure run without screen refresh. Now, drag in a go to X and Y. Make sure they're both in their respective places. And then switch costume to Move Fixer at the beginning. Create a new variable. Name it previous costume for the sprite only. Set previous costume name. Then duplicate this. Put this as previous costume. What this will do is it will set this variable right here to its costume name, so it's stored right here. It will switch that costume to this right here, this big red thing. Then it will go to a certain position, and then I'll switch it back to whatever costume was stored in here. The reason for this is that when a costume is really big, it can basically move anywhere. So yeah, now that you have this, drag in your new go-to block, go to 0, and then maybe 150. Nope. 175. No. 200. No. Alright, right there, it should be good. This, so this is 0, 0, and this is 0, right below the map. Create a new block. Name it change X by, run it without screen refresh. X change Y by Y, and basically duplicate this whole thing, except make some changes. Drag and change X by, and then change Y by. Put this X right here and this Y right here, and kind of swap this out. you can do repeat, I don't know, maybe 20 times. Change x by 0 and y by 10. Then do the same thing, but then negative 10. This will send it up and then down. Let's watch. That's just kind of the gist of it. Create a new variable, name it y velocity for this sprite only. Set y velocity right here to maybe 10, no, 20, no, 19, no, 20. Forever, so you can just remove this. Change x by 0 and y by y velocity. But then right here, change y velocity by -1. This will, it's like, it will act as gravity, so you'll see. Let's run this. It's perfect. The reason this works is that as it grows higher, the amount of y it increases by slowly diminishes to 0 and then negative, which it falls. You can change this value to anything you want, so like -0.8, it'll have less gravity. And you can also change the starting value to see which one, like maybe if it's like 50, -5, just change it back to original values, like 20 and -1. Just it's as perfect as it can get. New costume, angular velocity for this sprite only. Add in a row, turn degrees. I'm dragging an angular velocity right here, and then set angular velocity, pick random, -3.5 to 3.5. That's just the number that I like personally. Alright, one more thing. Point in direction, and then pick random, -179 to 180. This will cycle through all the directions and pick a random one, so it seems more random. Let me actually change this to a -250. No, like -240. Then increase this. Alright, right here is a good example of what we should be getting. To make it more randomized and to make it more randomized so it spawns wherever. Right here, dragging a pick random for go to, and in the X section, put -175 to 175. This will spawn it anywhere from in this region. So it can spawn here, it can spawn here. It's not just snapped in the middle. Watch. Like this. It'll always spawn somewhere random. This is optional, but I personally like it. Add another one, x velocity, for this sprite. Now set x velocity to pick random, -0.01 to 0.01. Alright, I changed it a little bit. So x position times -0.01 to 0.01. Just trust me on this. Here it should add a little bit more movement. I mean, it's just a little bit. As you can see, we're not having multiple fruit on here, so let's do exactly that. Drag in a when I start as clone, and then put this whole thing under here, and then create a clone myself. Make sure it's hidden. When I start as clone, show. Make sure it shows. This basically does the exact same thing. Alright, now here's where these names come in. Make sure you can identify what type of costume it is. If it is a full fruit costume, I put personally F_ before the name. And then right here, I put H1 for the bottom half with the open side up, and H2 with the bottom side down. Make sure this one is labeled like maybe something, but then make sure it's the first one. Make sure it's 1, and make sure this one is 2. Alright, and just do that for every single fruit there is. Yeah, Now drag it in join operator when you're done, and put it to F underscore. Make a new sprite, label it initial setup. Make a list, name it fruits. Yeah, I'm gonna name it regular fruits because we're gonna add special fruits later on. When flag clicked, delete all of regular fruits. I'm gonna add every single fruit there is. That I add like red apple, and then watermelon. Yeah. Alright, now that you have this whole thing filled up, click on this to run it, and everything should be in place, just like this. Pick random right here. Pick random 1, 2, length of regular fruits, item, put it right here. This piece of code right here will pick a random item from here. Add that before I create clone myself, and we should have a completely brand new fruit every time. You can do repeat 10 if you want, or you can even do this so it's more random. Well, that's the fruit system out of the way, and we're good to go. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for next episode.